I think this just enables you to act like a psychopath.
But I am a psychopath.
Oh, and here we are. The big 9 o'clock
We
hour.
sound just like him. Just like
You
him.
almost can't tell. If you play
can't
me
even tell.
and Billy side by side, or us and Billy side by side, you're uncertain who's who.
He decides he wants to come back to another show.
Maybe he uses us as like
Special
helpers.
guest?
Yeah.
I mean, Lady Gaga, come on, stop, please.
Yeah. He had Bruce at one of his
Oh, yeah.
shows recently.
So the lead singer of ACDC, it was awesome. And I was like third row for that one.
What, at a Billy Joel concert?
Yeah, at the Garden. Cassie's dad, so one of the women that works for Cassie's dad, he's retired now, but works for him, was, or is still, was a roadie for Billy Joel.
Uh-huh.
So he got us tickets, and we were like in the third, Katie Couric's seats weren't as good as my seats. Awesome. What an experience it was.
Really?
And he comes out, and when the special guest came out, he did like the adjusted himself because he was going to get his voice real high.
Right.
And he started, what a show. Oh,
Billy's wonderful.
it was a great show. And
Absolutely
I think the other
wonderful.
one I went to, I think the special guest was Lady Gaga. Was the other special guest.
She's got some voice, too.
Oof.
What a voice she has.
Unbelievable.
That movie she was in with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
A Star is Born or no?
Mhm.
I like
The
that movie.
Shallows.
Yeah.
I could see us singing that.
Yeah, I like that. So that's an emotional song, though. There's a lot
It's an
to
emotional
it.
movie.
Very emotional. A remake, originally, Chris Christopherson was in
Yeah,
that.
well, she wasn't, I guess it wasn't supposed to be her. I guess Bradley Cooper had to fight for her to get
Oh,
into it.
really?
I think
she
so.
was the.
I thought
the-
she was perfect.
I thought the perfect role.
Because
Perfect
originally
role.
it was who was the original in the movie? Do you know? Come on,
Alongside Chris Christopherson, it wasn't Barbara Streisand, was it? Oh, was it?
look at you.
Yeah. You think I'm
No,
such a hack?
I'm trying to highlight how great you are.
Yeah.
You don't even get what's happening right now.
Oh, you're booing me without me even realizing
You
the
were going
booing.
to sing a song until I suggested it.
Yeah.
Boom.
You do bring out the best in me.
Try it.
I think we do that for each other. I think that's nice. So Brian Dable's made the decision.
Mhm.
We got into this a little bit earlier. We can get back to it now. I don't
You understand it. You know why.
I don't understand it. So you think this is entirely based on what the fan base wants?
I think it's a
That
big
the
part of it.
the fans will get excited and titillated by the Giants using Tommy DeVito.
I think
Thus,
the fan base
let's-
already is.
But
We're still. I can promise
we're a pathetic fan base.
we
if that's
are
the case.
not. We are not talking about this nearly as much. If it was Daniel Jones to Drew Lock, there's no way.
But is this what you want? If you're John Mara,
No,
you
I'll
want
tell you what I-
sports radio talking about
Yes.
the dysfunction of your
No,
organization?
I want people to show up. I mean, it's a home game against Tampa.
Right.
I want people to show up.
Well, you don't win games. You win,
But you
you're
don't want to win
8-2.
games now.
Well, not now. I don't.
Okay, so get
But
back to
that's the remedy
Yes,
moving forward.
But get
Win
to
games.
the genesis of the problem in the first place. Why are we even having this conversation? Because you're 2-8, and you have to worry about apathy setting with your fan
Right.
base.
If you're 5-5, people are going to be lined up around the block to be at these games.
But people are
It's another November, which is you're playing out the string,
right. I mean, we're not even at Thanksgiving yet, and just so happens you got a Thanksgiving game against Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys coming up.
which we could win. You know what? You know how pathetic it is? My biggest fear about the Giants right now
Is that they win games?
is that you look at the schedule and you're like, man, they could win in Dallas. They could beat Atlanta. They could beat, Indianapolis. They can beat Philadelphia in Week 18 when Philly has nothing to play for. My life is now looking at the Giants' schedule and saying to myself, oh, God, that's a game we can win. That's no way to live.
No, it's no way to live. And I guess I would ask you this question. So, last offseason, the more we talked about it, the more I felt like you were all in with the Giants doing whatever it would take to get the quarterback.
That's right.
You love Jaden Daniels and you like Drake May.
I stand by that period.
No, I'm
as
with
like
you.
as like just not last year
No.
specifically, any
Okay.
era.
But now, it leads me to this very important question, I think. Instead of just spending every day talking about how you wish they would lose. Are you as confident now doing that with Shane Dable on top of this quarterback class?
As
Because
confident,
last year,
probably not.
The more we studied it, the more we talked to Mel, you were all in. If it you wished it was
Drake May was the one I wanted. Daniels looks like he's going to be a star
right.
too.
And I think that's the one that Brian Dable.
The thing that'll make
swear-
it worse is if the guys, the McCarthys, the
Well,
Penixes,
yeah.
the Bo Nixes of the world, if they turn out to be
Well,
good.
Bo Nix already looks like he's figuring it out.
Right. But if Bo Nix and the other two guys who haven't really had a chance, if those guys look good, that's even worse because you could have had them for nothing. Just your pick.
Well, you thought it was going to be J.J. McCarthy. It was like a blessing for Giants fans that you didn't have to watch J.J. McCarthy play well.
That's who I wanted, yes.
No. You wanted Drake May.
Well, but when you couldn't get May, I was like, give me McCarthy. I didn't want Bo Nix.
But I don't think you were convinced on that. And I think you actually appreciated that they didn't reach and just go get a quarterback.
I did, and I do.
Because we knew it would have bought them at least a couple more years.
Right. But look, you know what? Penix, you don't know. McCarthy's hurt. You haven't seen. Nix looks really good.
Yes, but we were focused on, hey, listen, could you imagine if J.J. McCarthy looks great? It would be a bad look for Brian Dable and Joe Schoen.
Correct.
So the reason why I'm asking the question now is seeing Cam Ward, seeing Shedeur Sanders, thinking that you could win more games, would you be comfortable letting these two guys, knowing what's at stake for them job security-wise, mortgage your future to draft one of these quarterbacks? Because now it feels like it would almost be out of desperation.
See, I don't know what the truth is, though. Do they look at Cam Ward and they're like, man, this guy's terrific?
I think that's the risk you run, though. Like, at a certain point, just like, as a human being, writing is going to be on the wall for you. Like, I have to draft a quarterback now, otherwise I'm done.
I'm not going to have the time.
I'm never going to get to draft one. If I have another bad year, they're not going to bring me back for a fifth year now.
Of course not.
There's no way.
Of course not.
So
when it's getting progressively worse? No.
So do I say, listen, Joe, we got to do whatever.
So now I'm in a position where I'm screwed. So now if I have to take a quarterback,
unless you make a change.
To answer your question, no. I don't feel as confident, but I still feel, and maybe I'm wrong with this, I still feel like if you give Brian Dable a young, moldable quarterback, that he can do good things with that guy. I do. Listen, Tommy DeVito looked pretty good last year for him.
No, I know, but I agree with you. And he got the best out of Daniel Jones. And I think what you saw from Daniel Jones was his ceiling. There's a reason why guys go first overall and second overall. There's sometimes guys get overdrafted because that coach feels like he's so smart. Like Anthony Richardson was the fourth overall pick, not because he was a finished product, because of his ceiling.
And he also had no experience. So he started like 12 games in college.
And people are like, Shane Steichen was attracted to that. Like, this guy is capable of doing things that are above the X's and O's that people, I can't teach him. He can just do it. So could you imagine, like, the possibilities for this kid in my offense are limitless. What I'm saying to you is that there are certain guys that have ridiculous ceilings, like Joe Bart, like these guys that like this guy is going to be good. I think Shedeur has the ability, probably has that ability.
Okay.
I
think Cam Ward could have that ability.
Milroe seems like he has that ability.
If he comes out. But I'm saying, do you get stuck with a guy just because you have to take a guy that has...
I don't have the answer for you.
That doesn't have the ceiling.
I think
that's
you could.
worth giving up what you're going to have to give up to get him.
But you don't know that you're going to have to give up anything.
Oh, you might have to. Though. I'm saying if you win more games.
If you have the 7th pick and you have to mortgage the future to get a guy who maybe is not great, then you're done.
Like, you want to put yourself in a spot.
But how do you not take a quarterback?
No, but you don't want to be in a spot where you're drafting out of desperation. Last year you weren't, so you didn't take J.J. McCarthy.
Right.
You could say, I'm going to take Malik Neighbors. J.J. McCarthy's not the guy that we love. You can't afford to do that now.
You can't afford to do that now.
So you could just draft someone because you like him. And God forbid you have to trade picks to go do that.
Unless there's some kind of can you make a trade? Is there a free agent? Is there a stopgap? I don't know. This is what they have to figure out. They have to figure it out. But again, I think the easiest way to get from A to B is to have the top available draft pick.
I'm with you.
I mean, this is like the dream for me. And I mentioned this yesterday. Imagine you had, bless you, was that a sneeze?
That was a sneeze.
Okay,
yeah.
Bless you.
A polite one.
Very polite. Imagine you had the first pick, and you look at things and you say, we don't want Shedeur Sanders. That's just not our fit.
Seems crazy, but
fair.
Yeah.
But just hear me out. We love Jalen Milroe. We love Cam Ward. We love that guy. Raiders pick 3rd. You know what? You give us the 3rd pick, next year's 1, and the following year's 2, and you move up to 1. You take your guy, we move down, we still get our guy, and now you can stockpile these picks, and you have the Raiders pick. Like, that's the dream for me.
Right, it's a perfect scenario. Yeah, I agree with you.
But there's no benefit, and I always go back to it, and maybe it sounds monotonous. There's no benefit to winning these games. None.
No, there's none. There was no benefit to winning the games last year either.
Well, but there were people that came out with this ridiculous take. Now you know that Brian Dable can coach.
Those people, in my opinion, are giant hypocrites. Because if you were so hell-bent on, hey, we need to win games to prove to me, again, after winning Coach of the Year in a playoff game, that Brian Dable is a good head coach, and you're not championing, you're not the face and voice of, I don't care what happens the rest of the season. Brian Dable last year proved to me that he was a good head coach. I want him back. And I don't hear that.
Right. Well, where is that now? Right? Where is that? Where are all the people
Otherwise, where was the benefit?
That banged on the desk last year and said, okay, well, you know what? He went 3-3 with DeVito. They beat the Packers were this far away from going to the NFC Championship game. He beat them. He beat New England. You know what? He showed me he can coach. Well, So now he's gone from last year to this year, and now he can't?
Now he can't.
It doesn't add up.
Right, so where's the benefit, though?
Either he couldn't last year and he can't now, or you were uncertain, but he didn't prove it to you. Because if he proved it to you, then you would be leading the charge for this is the answer, this is the guy, and don't even think about firing him. Where is that?
That's what missing out on our quarterback was worth to me. Knowing that I got the right guy in
I got
charge.
the coach, and come hell or high water, that's the guy I want in place.
He's the one I trust.
Yes.
But I don't hear that. I hear, we still don't know. Not sure if I wanted to pick my quarterback. If he does, he's going to be here for at least 2 more years.
Right.
And if Bill Belichick's available, I might like that better.
Amani's take was interesting to me before, where he says, yeah, Belichick is great and would change it, but I don't know if you want to do that. If he's great and he would change it, why would you not want to do that?
I think for the same reason why Atlanta didn't change it. But I don't know if John Mara trying to win his way would stand in the way of him giving the job to Bill Belichick. I think there were people inside that building, in combination with what Robert Kraft told Arthur Blank, that said, if he comes in here, we're done. So how can we put him on our list? Like, for us, this is no good. It could be good for the organization.
It's us or it's him.
Right. So, I mean, I guess the owner was swayed by that, which goes back to kind of like the Woody Johnson conversation. And another thing Amani said is that you get together with your inner circle people you trust that aren't football people, and they start putting ideas in your mind, and you end up making the wrong decision.
The less the ownership is involved, the better the franchise will be.
Unless he has the right people in his ear. Unless the right person, okay, I'll give you an example. Like, when Charles bought our team, the reason why he bought the team was to, A, keep it in Long Island, but he also thought, because he's a huge basketball guy, like, he loved basketball. Played basketball, had a basketball court in his house, would play all the time. He thought, by buying the Islanders, that he could get the Nets to Long Island. That was the plan. And he'd have us and the Nets in the same building. Didn't happen, right? He ends up losing out on the Nets.
Right.
Didn't know anything about hockey. Turns out, ended up loving it, but his hockey guy, so everything he knew about hockey was from Mike Milbury. That was his guy. So any question he had, any thought was through Mike. And his opinion would be based on how Mike felt about it. Which is fine. I think could be bad, could be fine. I mean, there are some things that we would obviously have changed, but whatever. The owner usually have a guy. The inner circle of people that kind of give him guidance on what he should do. If you got the right guy that's in your ear telling you what to do, or giving you the opinion that you should have, or helping you form your own opinion, it can be good. But if you don't, or you're on social media listening to us idiots say, hey, how could you not sign Tyron Smith? How can you not get Mike Williams? Well, because you know what? Because we're fans and you're the owner.
Yeah, but we don't know all the intricacies of
of course not. We don't know what
Smith.
We don't know what other teams think about him.
We don't know. We don't know what the neck is like. We don't know if he's going to be able to play. Like, that's what you need to figure out. And then we comment off of what you guys do. You don't react to what we say.
And once you start, you make bad decisions, which they did. And now, as we sit here before Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday, I have no coach and no GM and no real hope.
I'm sorry.
And no quarterback.
But you'll have a nice turkey breast.
Delicious.
Right?
With the stuffing inside wrapped up into it.
Stuffed mushrooms. Oh. Why do they involve rope?
So it cooks evenly. How many times I got to tell you that?
I don't understand, though.
So it's all the same.
Rope.
Because otherwise it will
otherwise
open itself
just
up.
the giblets come exploding out?
There's no rope on the turkey. A whole turkey, no.
I've seen rope.
No. You rope the legs together, maybe, but there's no rope around a turkey.
It feels like
roast.
I don't know. I've seen rope.
Yeah, like a roast or like a log of filet. Cassie, when she wraps the turkey breast up, she's going to tie it up, keep all the stuffing in.
So it can't escape.
Go on, it cooks
Imagine you open up the oven and this thing runs out.
So it cooks evenly.
Oh. But the rope makes it cook evenly?
So it stays all in one shape. Yeah, so it's all the same.
Okay.
So it all cooks evenly.
It's like a holder.
Yeah, that's why you tie rope. Hey, rope it up. Yeah.
How do you think you'd be? What's that like when you have to wrangle the bucking
cattle?
Yeah, the cattle. How do you think you'd be with that?
I could be a cowboy.
You think?
Yeah, I watched the episode.
You lasso up and then
lasso it up.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be good.
No, I think you'd be terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
How long do you think you stay on the bull? You think you'd be a good bull rider?
I think I'd be all right. I don't think I'd be great. I think I'd be all right.
RJ would be great.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, because he can just kind of.
How do you know that?
There's a short joke. I mean, let him pay it off.
No, but I don't think his size makes a difference.
There wasn't going to be a short joke, actually.
I think
not like I said you'd be an elite limbo player. No, I think you would be really good.
You'd be a great jockey.
He be good?
Is there a limbo league?
Imagine there was.
Imagine.
You'd be all pro.
I would be
There
good.
it is.
I would be good.
No, but I wasn't going to go there.
I don't know if the length of his legs is good for the bull.
I think RJ would be great because I think that he has so little weight that he can just kind of move with the bull.
We're talking about how's his inner thigh strength, how's his core strength.
I think it's
Plus, I
great.
don't think his legs get fully wrapped around the bull enough.
Maybe the bull doesn't even feel RJ and doesn't even try to buck him off.
Just walks around.
He's like, is there a fly on my back?
Oh, no.
We got there. It took a minute.
It was coming.
It was not the intent.
Your large
I don't
pigeon,
believe you.
Your large pigeon joke was better yesterday.
That was a good joke.
That was one of your best ones.
Ever.
When I was making the rejoin, even I laughed at that.
Really?
Yeah, hearing it back.
That's good.
That was a funny one.
So for charity, would you do bull riding?
No.
No.
I don't feel like
I could
bull,
die.
like if we got like a mechanical bull.
On a mechanical bull,
We can do a mechanical bull.
You know,
I don't think a live bull is
you know
great.
what? Next football season, I'd like to see RJ in a mechanical bull.
No.
No?
There's no way they do it.
With a mustache.
Yeah, but there's no way they dressed up as a cowboy on a mechanical bull would be hilarious, but there's no way.
Why?
Because they'll say it's dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
Him on a mechanical bull could be considered dangerous. If
How?
Well, if
It's a controlled environment.
I get hurt, I'm suing everybody.
You're right. He's very litigious.
Yeah.
We ramped that thing up to full speed. You go ludicrous speed and it chucks him off.
Listen, I don't want him to go through the wall, but I just think RJ being
funny.
thrown around a little bit.
What if he gets a concussion?
How would he get a concussion?
If he gets thrown off the bull.
But there's got to be a mechanical bull in New York City. There has to be.
Yeah, well, I think you'll probably rent one if you want.
There used to be. There used to be a bar on like 48th, 49th. I've been there a long time. But
RJ was big in the bar scene when he was single.
I'm sure.
you ever go
What was
to...
your drink of choice?
Beer.
Just beer.
Just beer?
Yeah, Rick knows me. Rick knows me.
The man loves beer.
I'm simple. You ever go to a place, though, and there's like a line of ladies that are waiting to ride the mechanical bull, and then there'll just be a dude?
I've never seen a mechanical bull.
Really? Ever?
No.
And for the guy...
Johnny Utah. You know Johnny Utah?
Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah,
That's the place.
There's several places.
Is it still
Johnny
open?
Utah's is one of them.
It's on like...
51st Street.
Okay, yeah, it's a couple off.
Yeah,
Sherry.
they have a mechanical bull.
Bet Sherry could ride a bull.
She can. At a very high level. You want to go there? This is what you want to do?
Feels like we're already there.
I'll drop the gloves.
You brought us here.
I didn't.
I brought us to
I didn't-
why do you tie up
Why
a
do you-
turkey?
why you-
I didn't bring up to. I bet your wife can. I mean, I thought when
You're
we started the
insinuating
show.
that you're a
Well,
bull.
you know what I was told when we started the show? Here's what I was told. RJ, tell me if this is not true. Wives, kids, off limits.
You
Everything
mean-
else is fine.
You mean going back like 4 years ago?
Right. Now it's
That's
just like
gone.
there are no rules.
Negative things about the wife.
You can
Off
say
limits.
anything.
Let's just take the last...
Uplifting nice things about your wife's ability to ride a bull on the table.
Oh, my God.
She's talented. Lucky you.
Lucky me
How
is
do you
right.
know this?
I mean, I don't know. He just told me. Great. I'd feel bad for you if you're like, no, she'd be terrible at it.
No, she'd be great. She's great at anything she does.
All right, good. Good for you. Congratulations.
She's one of the elite women that walks the earth.
I
If you
agree
take
with you.
shots at that, disgusting.
I spend more time with her than I do you whenever I see her.
She's better than me.
Bar mitzvah, I was with her the whole night.
Yeah, well, she's better than me.
RJ's wedding, you were gone. I was with Sherry the whole night. Talking coaching.
Yeah, she's a terrific coach. She's a great lady. She's a great mom, great wife, you name it. Great worker.
Grandma Bubbles all over me that night.
Is that right? You think you could have gotten with Grandma
Easy.
Bubbles? Yeah,
Easy.
really.
She would have given me a candle.
You got
promise you that.
to get over that.
I'm promising you.
I was making fun of them. Now you switched the whole thing onto
Yes.
me.
You're welcome, fellas.
Not nice.
That's
Gotta
a good
protect
team.
my guys.
No. You know what? Here's what it is. We should change the name of the show.
To what?
To what?
Something that it signifies who we. It's three guys on one side and one guy on the other.
No, stop.
That's what we are.
No.
That's what we are.
No, it's four guys.
No, it's not.
It's all four of us.
No. It's three guys who share a personality and a
No.
pool of comedy and one guy on an island.
How about we go? How about the?
It's Castaway. This show is me
No.
as a castaway,
Yeah, and
is
you're-
what it is.
And you're the, you're the volleyball.
You would definitely survive by yourself.
You're
talking
the
to
volleyball.
He removed his own tooth.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
With
you
an
could.
ice skate.
You could do it.
It's like MacGyver.
But if your tooth is hurting you that bad, you could do it. Guaranteed.
You think?
100%. You know the pain? Have you ever get a tooth like that?
No.
Oh. You got no choice. What are you going to do? Just sit on the island and just did
I don't
pain all
know.
day?
I don't know what you do.
Well, you'd be dead, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. There's no way your teeth would rot out before you died.
You don't think?
You're dead way before. You don't know. What are you going to eat? You can't forage. Can't climb a
No,
tree.
but they had like pineapples and stuff on the
What?
island.
What? They just hang out on the
Sliced
ground?
mango? I like mango.
You're not going to have sliced mango. Where are you going to go get the pineapple from?
The trees have the
This
pineapple.
is not a resort. How are you getting up the tree? You're just going to shake it?
No. I'll probably take like a rock and throw it at the pineapple. I have nothing but time.
That should work.
That should work. What are you going to drink?
Lemonade. I like lemonade.
Sir!
Garcon!
Excuse me.
I mean, I'm not difficult to please when it comes to drinks. Iced tea, I like. Lemonade.
But, I don't believe there was iced tea, lemonade. I don't think that was readily available.
Pineapple juice.
Delicious.
Yeah, you crack open the pineapple, Put the straw in
Yeah,
there.
you don't crack open the coconut, not the pineapple.
Coconut
you can't
juice.
suck juice out of a pineapple.
No. What do you do if you squeeze the?
He's going to
the
try
fruit?
just to prove you
Yeah.
wrong.
So that's your plan? You take a handful of pineapple and just squeeze the juice.
Squeeze it into a
Why
cup.
don't you just eat it?
I could do that too, but that's not. I don't know that quenches my thirst. Is the issue. That's how they make orange juice.
you're
They
an idiot.
squeeze the orange.
But they're different fruit, though.
Yeah.
You can't.
Oh, maybe I'll have orange juice.
I don't think you'd-
apple juice.
There's no apples on that island.
How do you know?
Because I know.
You don't know.
What was the last exotic island you went? And there was
Bananas?
apples.
Maybe I make smoothies. I don't know.
You can
I
make a
haven't
blender out of what?
formulated my game plan yet,
Okay.
but I will one day when I have to.
I think Money in Vegas says you're dead well before tooth rots.
You're probably right. RJ?
Yes, Dave.
Oh, hold on. What are we doing right now?
What do you mean?
All right.
He's got the stuff you missed.
No, I get it. But there was also one point that Amani made that we just glanced right over.
There were several points.
Several points, but one I mean,
What,
when he actually
the Rogers point?
yeah, when he actually put the point together, and it made.
Yo, don't you go down
well,
on Amani
he's
like
still
that.
calling him Joe Sheehan.
Yeah.
So come on,
Basically, you're telling Joe Sheehan.
Joe Sheehan.
Joe Sheehan.
Who someone's got to tell him.
I think RJ
It should be. If
Say
you-
the
there's
name.
one
Say the
name.
name.
He was in Germany with the team. Maybe he knows something.
No, he doesn't know anything.
Imagine
It's
that.
like the people that call him Dayball.
Imagine like behind closed doors, he's like, it's Joe Sheehan.
I'm so sick of these people.
All right. Everyone calls me Shane. It's Sheehan.
How do you
Only
go-
his close friends
so,
call him Sheehan.
Yeah.
So here's the problem, though. How do you go after one of the great players in franchise history who was just with the team
See,
in
I don't
another
think-
country?
I don't think you're going after.
No,
I think that
we
you're
embarrassed him in pickleball. I mean,
that
he's
you're
no better
you're
than you.
bettering him for him.
But-
if you were saying a name wrong, continue. He says bosom, right?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Do we let him get away with bosom, or do we say Raymond? It's bosom.
Yeah, but he's family of the Giants. He's family of the Giants. Who am I to correct him?
I just think that
Listen,
the right thing to do
Yeah,
is
but
to
if your
correct
family
him.
called you AJ all the time, you'd be like, listen, it's RJ. It's Randall.
But he has the only contact with the person, in theory.
So here's what we're going to do. Next week,
We have to ask him.
Thanksgiving, I'm going to say, you call him Sheehan.
There's no way he's going to be on with us on Thanksgiving.
It's Oh, that's a good point.
Right. We can't get him on regular days.
You think we can move him up to Wednesday so we can get to the bottom of the Sheehan controversy?
He can barely connect on Thursday.
Can we get to RJ? He's got like 90
we
seconds
should.
now.
We play on Thursday. You guys play on Thursday. You should have him on Wednesday.
We should have gotten him on Thursday. No, he should.
He's not coming on Thanksgiving. There's
You
no
don't
chance.
think he'd give us 10 minutes on Thanksgiving
No.
morning?
I wouldn't ask him to do that.
Why?
Just have him on Wednesday. Because
Whenever.
RJ's got won't be here on Thursday. He's taking 8 days off.
Oh, that's right.
You think that Joe Leo?
The extended vacation.
You think that Joe Leo's
Joe
going to
Leo's not going to be able to call a guest. I have little confidence in Joe Leo's
He's
phone
doing the
skills.
open on Thursday.
No, great. RJ?
Yes.
RJ?
Okay,
How you doing?
great.
How's your family?
We have 1 minute and 30 seconds.
You want to
That's it?
start with stuff? Yes, because you're yammering on.
Wait, no, don't be. No, come on.
Go ahead,
This
Raymond.
is what happens.
Start it.
The you missed.
All right, the
All right, we got to go.
fast forward version. Knicks win. Mickey Mouse will be part of a future NBA broadcast.
Oh, I saw that.
You're not going to start with
Mono
this was my idea? I had
Mono
this
McNutt.
idea.
I did have that idea.
I know
He's
you
had
did.
this idea for
No,
a
I'm
long
gonna
time.
I'm gonna sue somebody.
Well, you have to sue your bosses.
Well, I will.
It's gonna be awkward.
I have it on I have it on my I have notes.
It's gonna
all
be
of it.
awkward.
How about when I suggested a 30 for 30 on the 86 Mets, and they left me out of the room? And 2 years later, documentary, 86 Mets. Just saying.
We're the breeding ground for ideas.
Yeah, we are.
So it'll be on Christmas Day. Knicks Spurs, the ESPN2 alternative broadcast. You'll be able to find Disney Plus, ESPN Plus.
Monica
Try again.
McNutt is going to be on it.
So it's gonna
As
be
a cartoon?
Yeah.
it's gonna be set on Main Street in Disney World. That's where the game's gonna be played on ESPN2 with the animated characters. Check
That'd
it
be
out.
nice.
What? So you guys are going to jump me and
No,
more.
go ahead.
So they're like taking the actual
Yes,
game.
You've
Yeah,
seen
it's like,
it.
it's like they do at the NHL.
I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
you did. The NHL does it with
Or-
the cartoon.
So
The
the game will
backyard
be
thing.
played
The greens,
with
the
cartoon
green, the
with
green.
Disney
Yes.
characters on
Yes.
a Main Street set as the court.
And then Monica McNutt will be a cartoon character, but it's her voice. She'll voice the
No,
character.
she's alongside Daisy.
oh, she's
Duck.
alongside Daisy.
Yeah.
So she's a player in the game.
No.
No,
I
she's
don't
her.
know.
Why
I
should she
just-
play in the game?
She's her.
You
She's
know
her.
what? I'm going to get you the press
It's a real
release,
NBA
okay?
game. She's
It's
gonna be one of
exactly
the
what's happening
commentators.
in the game. A direct reflection of what's happening in the game.
Okay. So the actual players will just be miniature players,
They're going to be cartoons.
cartoons
Yeah.
of themselves.
Happening.
No,
of
Disney characters.
Okay.
Did you know? You didn't watch the NHL game?
No.
let's just
What's the cartoon, Raymond? Can you please find me the name of the cartoon?
Big City Greens?
Big City Greens.
I didn't see it.
send the point unit.
You
on the field.
stink.
Also, people are pointing out, if you're going to really jump him on, he said Woody Johnson, ambassador to Ireland.
Yeah, we know. We're not trying to fully embarrass him.
We heard that.
Oh, we're just partially. We're just minimally embarrassing.
That's right.
He's only said Ireland once. He says Sheehan every single time.
Yeah.
Say the
There's
name.
one
Say
name.
the name.
Knicks win last night. Take care of the Suns.
I thought you just did this.
Well, I didn't talk about the game. Jalen had 36. Karl Anthony Towns had 34. Bucks win last night. They beat the Bulls. Giannis 41. They did it without Chris Middleton, who's ramping up. Should be back soon. DeAnthony Melton of the Warriors. ACL surgery. Going to miss the rest of the season. Gino, UConn, new all-time leading basketball wins leader for men's or women's hoops. So congratulations to him. South Carolina women's hoops. New school record. 43rd win in a row. They destroy Clemson. Eli Manning. Not a surprise, but he makes it to the next round of the Hall of Fame balloting. So real quick, want to run through some names here. Not saying this ballot, but Hall of Famer. Ready?
Yep.
Luke Kuechly.
Nope.
No?
He didn't play, I don't think he played long enough.
T. Sizzle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what, Terrell Suggs?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Adam Vinatieri.
Yes.
Yeah, it has to
He should be first ballot.
I agree.
Torrey Holt.
Yep.
He's not on the
Probably.
this is not first ballot for him. Reggie Wayne.
Yep.
You're
Reggie
just
Wayne's
gonna say
gonna
yes
be,
to
no, I
everybody.
think Reggie Wayne's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Earl
right.
Thomas.
But did he do it for long enough? He was great, but I don't think he was great for
Earl
long
is
enough.
in the Kuechly category.
Alrighty. Bryce Huff.
That's it?
There's more, but we got to get going.
Okay.
Sometimes I do Kegels.
That's nice. Bryce Huff.
You laugh. It's good for you.
Bryce Huff's probably not going to
it's
the Hall of
supposed to.
Fame.
It's good for your prostate.
Just RJ, fight right through it.
I'm just telling you.
Fight, RJ.
Learn something new every
Fight,
day.
break
I thought
out of
we
the
were-
shackles. Fight. Just go right through it.
I
Go.
can't.
Go. Go.
I thought
Put
we
your
were
head
here
down
to
and
learn.
run through it, RJ.
Nope, I'm just going down. Arm tackles right down. Bryce Huff needs wrist surgery. Hope is that he's back for the Eagles sometime this year.
Oh, I hope.
Ray Lewis his name came out as a candidate to coach FAU, so that's something. Men's college hoops. Rutgers, they beat Merrimack 74-63, 23 from Ace Bailey, 14 from Dylan Harper. Number 8, Alabama beats number 25, Illinois, 100-87. Chris Sale, Tarek Skubal, your Cy Young Award winners.
Skubal unanimous, right?
Yes, sir. Alex Ovechkin heads to IR, going to miss at least the next 3 games. And you know what? We're already almost to 9:30, so why not play this? Did you hear Adam Schefter? On the,
Why would he do this?
So-
Did you hear this, Rick?
This is right up Rick's alley. I'm actually surprised this was cleared to play, but it was, so I feel obligated to play it. Strangest place he's ever broken a story from.
Weirdest place you've broken a story is what?
I can remember being in Denver one time, and I was. How do I say this? I had just spent time with this woman for the first time.
Yeah, okay.
And got a text that Dale Carter was being suspended. I think it was for 8 games for substance abuse. And so, as I continued to lay there, confirm it, and got the job done, Kevin, in every which way.
Wow. So he was
in bed.
Already
Way to go, Adam.
had
Way to
been
go.
with her,
Yeah.
or was in the process.
No,
of,
it sounds like he was laying in bed next
He
to her
said
after.
he-
oh, so it was post.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Taking
that
care of
bad.
business.
I thought it was like mid.
No, how you got to? I guess.
I mean, it's
That
talent.
would
Adam
have been
Schefter.
impressive. That would have
I
been
mean,
impressive.
news needs to be reported. News needs to be reported.
I was told that like that's what Leonardo DiCaprio very uninvolved.
news, jazz hands.
Like he's had it so much that he's kind of like just
He would be tweeting out like
he's doing
injuries.
his own thing. Like he's like reading his phone, and just do what you need to do.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's it.
That's it.
Oh, how would I know?
All right.
I know. Why do we keep doing this? Like around the league, same thing. Like there's just a silence for some reason.
So will you guys?
Can we
so what
communicate?
you guys do now is you finish, and you just stop.
And that's it.
But you make me say that's
There's
it.
no pillow
Well,
talk.
I mean, how would I know
want
when it's
pillow
done?
talk. You finish. I need pillow talk.
I mean, when I go to break, do I say the outro
How
at
long you-
880 ESPN, or maybe I'll just
How long you been in radio for? How many years?
like 30?
You know what's sad is that your senses are that of someone that's been here for 30 days. You should pick up and drive us. How's that?
that's the meanest thing he's ever said to you.
You might be the
Also accurate.
you might be the shortest person I know.
No, that's not. But that's not true.
You might be the shortest person I've ever met.
You heard him, RJ. This is the first time I've seen him like this. That's what he feels like inside.
RJ, that really did hurt.
Good.
Good.
I burn.
You know what? You've been mean the last 2 days. I'm going on the offensive now.
Really?
Yep, on the offensive.
Good. You going to take the game tonight, Pittsburgh, Cleveland?
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it.
You'd have to take Cleveland.
No, I'm
Otherwise,
not.
you're a fraud,
No.
a fraud of your word.
Did you-
A fraud of your word.
No, I was showing Dave. You guys didn't see it on the screen right here.
Don't tell them that.
Oh, sorry. It would make you take Cleveland if you saw those numbers.
Don't. You know what? If RJ was a man of his word at all, unlike the fraud that he might be, he would take Cleveland.
They are so bad. So bad.
Does
It
the
looks
spread
like-
make sense to you?
None.
No.
There you go.
But hey, I'm not supposed to say this because he's going to yell at me. They showed Tomlin on Thursday nights.
It's bad.
Bad.
You said 0 for his last 7?
The divisional games. I think
It
he's
ends
0-11.
tonight. It ends tonight.
Oh, you taking the Steelers?
I might.
So there's a chance that you get in, Ray?
There's a chance.
Nice. All right, let's break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls. 1-800-919-3776. A lot of stuff to still do. DNR 880 ESPN.